Hello, and welcome to the Sunday meditation at the Light Institute of Galisteo and the Sanctuary of Light. For those of you who are joining us for your first time, we divide our meditation into 3 parts. The first part, we ask our divine higher self, that's your intuitive, your own voice, the intuitive essence of your soul, that deep energy in you, to take a form so that your consciousness can align with its energy. And then we draw that form of our higher selves into our body and we sit in meditation. I'll make a little Om sound so that you can push the button on your apparatus and meditate for as long as you like. In the second part of the meditation, we draw white light from the cosmos down through the top of your head, down into your stomach, your solar plexus. This is the center of our emotional body. And from there, we laser it out across the planet and back up into the sky. And so the second part of the meditation is simply an inhalation of light, an extension and exhalation of light. And so as we use that breathing technique, it takes us into a deep and wonderful and peaceful meditation. In the third part of our meditation, people from around the world wish for us to extend the consciousness that we've created in our meditating, to extend it somehow out into the world. And each week there are suggestions for a different focus. This week our focus will be on our pets, because throughout time, throughout history, animals have accompanied us, they have protected us, they have loved us, they have communicated with us, and they've helped us to get through very difficult times. And so it's a great potential and possibility for us to return that. And we'll use light to do that, because everything's made of light, and animals do respond to frequencies of light. So what we'll do is we'll ask all the pets in the world what frequency of light, what color they need from you to find homes, to be protected themselves, to connect with humans, and to give their gift and have it returned to them from us. Yes. We'll begin our meditation with breath by breathing in through your nose and then exhaling very slowly. That exhale slowly is what takes you into a meditative state. Are you ready? Close your eyes. Breathe deeply in through your nose. Hold at the top. And now exhale twice as slowly as if you were whistling through your mouth. And once again, breathe in through your nose and exhale very slowly. Ask your higher self, the intuitive essence of your soul, your own inner voice. Ask it to take a form for you at this moment. It matters not what form it takes. It could be a rainbow, it could be a light, a being, a star, a tree, a plant, an animal, an equation. Just ask it to take form, and take whatever form pops into your consciousness at this moment. Do it now. Ask your higher self to touch the place in your body where you hold your divine essence at this moment. You could hear the place, or feel a touch, or see a place in your body. Just any way that you perceive that touch, that point where your highest divine spiritual energy rests within you at this moment. And see where you get. Bring your conscious awareness into this place Begin to breathe in and out and create an opening there. And now draw your higher self in through that point into your body and sit in meditation with and as your own higher self. Reach up into the cosmos and imagine that you are magnetizing, pulling down to you a beautiful beam of pure white light coming in through the top of your head, down into your solar plexus, and from there laser that white light out from your body, through your auric field, across the planet, and back up into the cosmos. So breathe in, drawing the white light down, and exhale, laser it out from you across the planet and back into the sky. And just continue this beautiful breathing exercise, breathing in, drawing it down, exhale, extend it out and back into the cosmos. And just do that. Om. Call into your mind's eye all the pets around the planet, dogs and birds and fish and lizards and chickens and whatever kind, all the pets that come into your mind's eye right now. And ask these pets who have given us peace and accompaniment, protection and love, ask them what color they need from you at this moment to really be able to amplify their presence, belonging together with humans. And that humans can begin to understand who they are. Ask them what color they need. And see the first color that comes into your consciousness. And draw that color just as we did a moment ago. Draw exactly that color, that frequency of light, from the cosmos, down through the top of your head, and from your stomach, your solar plexus, laser that color out to all the pets in this world, nourishing them with that frequency of light, supporting them, and feeling that by receiving that light from you, amplifies their capacity to play that role of deep and beloved companions to humans. Breathe deeply and open your eyes. Thank you. We actually do have a second part to our meditation. It's called Knowings. And people from around the world each week send in questions that they would like for us to focus upon in order to uplift ourselves and illuminate those things, those focal points for everyone who is paying attention to this or participating in this meditation. Alison will tell us the questions that have come today. Alison?
The first question is from Surrey, England.
England.
For Chris, I'm wondering why, like so many other parents I know, I have focused so much on the lives of my children rather than on my life. My youngest is now leaving for university, and I am filled with an emptiness that brings forward this query for you. I feel my life has been so self-contained. I know you're a global personality, but also the mother of 6. Truly hoping you will be able to help me with this life question.
Thank you for bringing this question to us, because it is a question that is in the hearts of so many parents across this planet. In generations past, there is this conversation, this word that I use, I wrote a book about it called psychogenetics, in which you inherit emotional DNA as well as physical DNA and spiritual DNA as well, that copies or imprints the sense of self, the imprints of your parents. And so for sure, all of us have within us that sense that as a mother, as a father, as a parent, our identity belongs to our family. It belongs to our children. And of course, for me, the cosmic giggle is, if you look at the conversation of incarnations, the people that we travel the most with are those people that are either our children, our siblings, our parents. There is this cycling that takes place. So in other words, your children may have been your parents in another lifetime. What it brings up, this traveling again and again with the same souls, is this need for them to see you. And this is why there is this emptiness for you right now, because your sense of self has been wound up in them. Their successes mean your success. We have this terrible concept that if your children don't do well, somehow it's your fault. And every human is afraid of that conversation, every parent, because this is how tribes survived, by taking care of their young. But in fact, would that it were true that we could protect our children from everything. But again, they're very wise beings. They know more than we think. And so what happens when they go off is that a part of you is lost to you. Your sense of self is lost or dissolves away. And so it's important to realize that their successes feel like your successes, but your successes do not feel like their successes. They are overjoyed to get away, to grow on their own. That's a part of the evolution and the maturing. It's a natural thing, and we must let them go. The upside of this is now it's your turn. And so what needs to happen now is that you need to reinvent yourself. It's time to look deeply within to see what are the qualities that you have. How can you utilize them now in new ways? The attributes, the things that you're good at, the things that bring you pleasure. It's your turn. And you must take it, because it's very important in this world today that you are not insular, that you realize that, yes, like myself, like all of us who are parents, we have this part of us. And that part of us helps us with wisdom and intelligence and the strength to move into a global arena, a bigger arena that belongs to us. And so what I would say is it's an exciting time for you. And it's an exciting time for your children as they go away and rediscover a sense of themselves that is not your child, because they're not only your child. In fact, our children don't belong to us. They have come to belong to this world, as do we. And so you want to begin to look inside and look around and step forward, meet new people that have interests the same as you, but very importantly, you want to explore that sense of self. So let's just do a very quick little exercise in consciousness about that. Close your eyes for a moment now, and again, take a deep breath into your body. And ask your body where it's holding points of reference for your purpose, for your joy, for who you are and how you can express that. Again, you might see a place in your body, or hear a place, or feel it. But whatever you intuit there, go to that place in your body that's holding all of those frame of references, all of that energy that belongs just to you. Wherever it is, Go there. And now imagine that you could prick it open, that you could open that up, and that from this moment on, all of the energies, things that you are good at, things that you love, things that you have come to give that you're not even aware that you do. You gave to your children up to this point. Now it's time to complete that circle, to give to yourself and give to the world as well. Your children will always see you as parent. So wishing that they could know you is not the story. That's just a karmic thing. So feel that you are pricking that open, and that out from that place in your body is flowing energies that are magnetic, that will help you to begin to have that sense, a new sense of self, and explore what's meaningful to you. Feel it flowing through your body now, energetically. And then imagine that like a beacon, you could send out messages that say, this is who I am, out into the world. So that creates a magnetism for taking you forward, taking you onward in your life. That you're radiating out, this is who I am. Showing your truth, your sense of self out into the world. And open your eyes. You can do it. This is a great time for you. So let go of this one aspect of you. You can still be the mother or the father, but it doesn't have to be the whole story. It's never been, and it never will be. It's your turn. Allison.
The second question is from West Chester, Pennsylvania, in the U.S.A. Dear Chris, I am familiar with your beautiful consciousness and what you have been doing with humanity for so many years, and I thank you. I would very much appreciate your input on something. I just published an article for a professional community that was some of my best work, but I made a small editing blunder. This made no difference in the overall content, but it shook me up considerably. Disturbingly, I hadn't realized how much I was identifying with my published work and how much my sense of self was connected to it. How do I detach from the grip of my ego?
Oh, if the whole world could really release themselves from this. It isn't that your ego is holding you. It's just you're holding your ego. This is a beautiful segue from the one we just did. And that is that there's a lot of self-judgment that's involved in there. You may have gotten that from the insular family that you came from. We as children very quickly learn that if we're intelligent, or if we somehow please our parents, that we're okay and we're going to be loved and we're going to be accepted. And we carry those imprints from the time we're small children throughout our lives, and they get more important. And the older we get, the more that seems to be important. And it's truly not. So there's a lot of self-judgment going on, and the judgment is going on inside you because you're so critical of yourself. And as you're saying, you are identifying through what you are doing. And the cosmic giggle is that the more that you could relax and enjoy and actually realize you're good at it, as you said, you're really good at this. It's your life's work. You know how to do it. You've gained those qualities of expertise in that. So to pick at yourself for some small thing and say, well, then I've lost everything because I made a mistake. One of the greatest lessons in our lives is to allow ourselves to make mistakes. The beauty of that is you can always correct a mistake. You corrected it. You saw it and you corrected it. You need to go on now. And you want to look more deeply inside so that your whole life is not about your work. Your work is something that you're good at, that you wanted to use as a way of expressing yourself. It's not the only way. I would suggest more downtime, more walking in nature, more. We were talking about pets before. More pets, more playing, more amplifying other aspects of who you are, because in fact, whenever there is that judgment, there'll always be someone who could edit better than you, or could write something better than you, or something like that, where there's a competition or a totem pole. So don't place yourself into that world. As you said, no one else would have even noticed it. It was easy to correct it. And yet, that aspect that you call ego hooked onto it in a way to squish you. You don't need to be squished. You need to say, I really do these things well. It's okay if I make a mistake here. And to begin to see yourself in different arenas, just as children do. More hats, more changing of clothes that says, oh, look, I can express myself this way, or this way, or this way. And feeling that it's, in the end, my friend, it's not about what you do. And especially in today's world where we're going to live long, long after you are writing articles, perhaps. And so you don't want to make that who you are. And then when you can't do that anymore, just let go of your body. No. We have stages. And so you want to begin to create a hologram of beautiful possibilities, all segueing into each other, of who you are now. And that who you are is about your beingness. It's about your presence. Are you a good friend? Are you funny? Have you developed the capacity, not just for your words, but for the expression of your heart or the expression of your physical body? There's so many new ways to begin to identify yourself. Do it now and know that it belongs to you to be who you truly are, your beingness, not your doingness. Great love and giggles. Alice?
My last question for you is from Melbourne, Australia.
Australia.
Dear Chris, I have a very special talent and I'm terrified of losing it as I age. How do we keep our genius as we grow older?
I love it that you even connect your brain or your mind with geniusness. This is great. But again, just as we were just talking about, yes, you want your brain to function, but it isn't just about your intellectual capacities. And it's not just about your memory either. It's about your presence in this moment. Now, I would say that there are many. I just finished a book and it has a chapter called Your Beautiful Brain in it, and it'll be on the internet in the next couple of months, where I'm talking about a lot of ways that you can protect your brain, your mind. But in terms of what you can do about that, the most important thing is how you are feeding your brain oxygen. Your brain is so busy. Everything that happens is happening through your brain. And we think of it as the mind, but you have mind of the cells. But this organism here needs 20% of your oxygen uptake. And so you want to increase that. That's the way you can most protect it. So you could do breathing exercises. We were doing one that's very powerful. Breathing in through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Pranayama. There are so many schools of ways that you can stimulate your breath, clearing out the old stuff in your body. There are wonderful supplements that you can take. But the most important thing is giving that oxygen. If you get oxygen to your brain will function for you. In the past they used to say that your neurons couldn't reproduce themselves, or that your brain cells would atrophy and that was the end. We found scientifically that this is not true at all. Not at all. But you do want to focus on your brain, but don't focus from the fear that you're going to lose your brilliance. Focus on, this is for you, body. When you eat things, you can say, this is for you, brain. When you breathe, this is for you, brain. I would recommend, let's all do this right now, putting your hands, and if you put your hands caressing your head right above your ears, you're going to hit the hippopotamus. I would say hippocampus. Hippocampus. And some of these areas that have to do with memory and learning. And so you can use the power of your hands. Let's just do that. Put your hands up there above your ears into the template area there, and ask what color your brain needs. All these aspects of the brain that have to do with memory and learning, what color they need to be quickened, to be there, to support you. And take the first color that's coming into your consciousness now, and just imagine that you're sucking that color from the palms of your hands into your brain, into those, the hippocampus, all these aspects that are all linked up together. Feel that that color is oozing from your hands directly into your brain. And just breathe deeply in. Feel, you may feel that it's flowing in like a liquid or like a steam or like paint. It doesn't matter. But get that frequency of light into this area. You can breathe it in at the same time. That's it. And open your eyes. You know, the most important thing about not losing our brilliance is not being afraid that you're going to lose it. So every time that you think a wonderful thought or something occurs to you, you have a solution for something or you remember something, stop. Not only, this is for you, body, when you're giving it something, but congratulating it. Good job, brain. This may seem silly to you, but it's not at all. The mind of the cell has consciousness, and it knows your feelings. And so you want to dissolve away, and that's an exercise that you could do. Where am I holding fear that I will lose my intelligence? And what color does it need? Go into that place. What color does it need to be released? So there are many, many ways that you can be relaxed. You need never to lose your brain. We know now how to shift from Alzheimer's, dementia. We have the answers to all those things. So explore them and nourish yourself and really trust your body and your brain. And know that it's not your intellect, but again, it is your wisdom that makes a difference. A lot of the things that we think we need to remember are irrelevant. Great love to your brilliance and to the brilliance in each of us.